Hey guys, it's Miss True Love here, coming to you from my living room, as that's where we'll be working from for the next couple days. Guys just missed the sound of the train going through, so there's different sounds here than I hear when you guys are there at the job court with us. Missed the sound of y'all in the halls, and you guys just add the soul to the job corps, because without y'all it's just not the same. But let's get to our lesson. This week, already on Monday, we had a lesson on main idea, and that is the main point, the gist of what a author is trying to present in their writing. On Tuesday, we talked about inferences, which are guesses you can make about a piece of text when an author doesn't explicitly or clearly state something. They're just guesses you can make. And we had a lesson on that. And then yesterday we talked about summarizing, which is taking a text and putting it in our own words, getting to the gist of it. We talked about getting to the nitty gritty, getting rid of all the fluff and just writing what was important in the text. Well, for the next several days, we're going to be talking about a subject called text structures. Well, text structures is actually a series of five different lessons. The first one is going to be about chronological order or sequencing. And then we're going to have a lesson on compare and contrast. We'll also have one on cause and effect. We'll have one about problems and solutions. And we'll have one on descriptions. So there's 5 different lessons. But the first one we're going to do this morning is chronological order. We can also call that sequencing. So let's go ahead and get started. So what is a text structure? A structure in general is a building or a framework. So we can see our little thing right here. Text structures refer to how a piece of text is built. And builders can use different kinds of structures to build different things. A skyscraper, for instance, and this is an example of a different kind of structure than, say, a house. And writers do use different structures to build their ideas, and each structure communicates ideas in a different kind of way. So, chronological order. Authors use chronological order to explain how things happen in an order. Chronological order is also called sequencing or time order. This particular lesson uses the words chronological order. Mostly when we see it in class, we call it sequencing, but both of them are perfectly fine to use. You'll know that you're reading a text in chronological order because you'll see words such as first, next, later, then, finally. You might find words like last, just any of those words that suggest an order. You'll often see chronological order in directions. Now, this is a direction for making macaroni and cheese. Now, this isn't any Kraft macaroni and cheese. We're talking about the good stuff here, y'all. We're talking about like liquid gold. We're talking like some magnificent, yum, yum, yum mac and cheese. I make some good mac and cheese, actually. But have you ever made macaroni and cheese? Well, it's simple. Well, first you boil some water and you make the macaroni. Then you make your cheese sauce. And after the cheese sauce is ready, you mix it with the macaroni and cheese, put it in a little pot or pan, stick the thing in the oven, and then finally, after a while, 30 minutes or so, it's time for y'all to eat it. So we're going to look at the paragraph here, and we're going to see which one of these 2 paragraphs we think is in chronological order. So let's look at this first one here. It says Pennsylvania has many historic sites. You can visit Revolutionary War sites like Valley Forge. You can also visit locations from the Civil War like Gettysburg. Well, finally, you can also see the site of the first oil well in Titusville. Pennsylvania has many neat places to visit. And then let's look at the second one. Through the ages, Pennsylvania has seen many interesting events. The state was founded in 1681 by William Penn. Later, Pennsylvania was the site of important Revolutionary War battles. After that, Pennsylvania was home to new factories during the Industrial Revolution. Today, Pennsylvania continues to make history. Well, if I look over here at this one, I see, well, I don't see anything like first, but I do see finally in there. Could that be my chronological order passage? I really don't think so, but look at this one. We have lots of phrases in here. Let's see what we got. This is our paragraph that's in chronological order. Can we find those clues? Through the ages, that's our first clue. Then we have a specific date, 1681. Let's see later, after that, and today. So let's look at it, the whole big picture. What is a structure? That is how a text is built. And what does chronological order means? It means the order in which something happens. And what are some clue words that can show chronological order? First, next, last, later, finally, or even a specific date. Well, we can also think about chronological order. We can think about how all this stuff with this coronavirus took place with that. So let's put that in some chronological order. Let's sequence it. Well, we first learned about 2 weeks ago that there was this thing called the coronavirus. At first, we didn't think it was anything serious, though, guys. But we had we pulled out a lot of cleaning stuff. Like the week before last, we started doing a lot of hand sanitizing. We did a lot of cleaning on Friday and Thursday and Friday. Well, and then we got to Job Corps on Monday. We went through the day, and next thing we know, people are having to go see their counselors and get passes signed to go home, and we knew something was up. So the next thing was up. They sent y'all home. So then we found out you guys would be home till April the 14th. Well, then the next thing that happened is, guess what? Y'all are at home, but you're wonderful instructors. Well, we were sitting there at the Job Corps, getting things ready and cleaning things up and just preparing to make that a great return for us when all this is over with. Now, guess what? Now we're at home too, working from home. So we've seen how this just takes place. We have a chronological order. We know what happened first, what happened next, and what happened later. And then we can also think about what's going to happen later in the future. Let me tell you what's going to happen in the future here. We're going to wind this thing up. I'm going to tell y'all goodbye. I'm going to maybe inspire somebody to go make some baked macaroni and cheese. That would be great. Maybe I should make some too. But I miss y'all. I love y'all. I hope you're being safe and making good choices. And I hope to see you soon. Well, tomorrow we'll have another lesson. Bye, y'all.